My name is Susan Bacham, and I'm running for Las Vegas Justice Court Department 13. I'm a native of Las Vegas. I was raised here, went through the public school system, graduated from Western High School, went to McAllister College, and a graduate of the University of Idaho in Moscow. I work for the 80 County Prosecutor in Boise, Idaho, with a firm in Reno, and spent about a year and a half as a state training specialist for the National Council of Juvenile and Family Court Judges, training judges, attorneys, and social workers across the country dealing with abuse and neglect of kids. I had the opportunity to set up 15 model court jurisdictions across the country and monitor those as a state training specialist. The Nevada Supreme Court invited me to come to Las Vegas to interview for a position as the executive director of the Nevada Law Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing access to the court system for senior citizens, veterans, children who are abused and neglected, and other individuals that are disadvantaged and need access to services. I was the executive director of the foundation for 18 years. I retired in December because I sit on the bench as an alternate judge in Las Vegas Community Court, Las Vegas Justice Court, and the North Las Vegas Justice Court, and I sit 2 to 3 days a week somewhere. With that and the new seat, Justice Court 13, gives me the perfect opportunity to sit on the bench and to campaign full-time for this seat. Again, it's Susan Bacham, Las Vegas Justice Court, Department 13. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Frank Como, and I'm currently a Chief Deputy District Attorney with the Clark County District Attorney's Office. I am seeking the position of Justice of the Peace in Department 13, and I believe I have the experience that matters. Primarily, first and foremost, I used to be a Dutch citizen. I am now a United States citizen. I was born in the Netherlands. I came to the United States when I was 15 years old. At that time, I did not speak a word of English, so I think I did quite well through the school system to the point that I've reached today. I've been educated at Loyola University in New Orleans, where I got my bachelor's and my Juris Doctorate's degree. I came to Nevada in 1992 when I was hired to be a law clerk here in the Clark County District Attorney's Office. I did appeals at that time. Eventually, when I passed the bar in 1992, I moved on into the extradition unit, where I did some extraditions for the office and for Clark County here, looking for fugitive felons. And eventually I was promoted to a regular track deputy handling the regular mill prosecution until 1997, when I was selected to become a member of the major violator unit. In that unit, I prosecuted primarily homicide cases. A lot of the cases back then that were prosecuted were of significant interest here in Clark County, Brookie West being one of them. That particular case was not only featured on national TV, but a book was written about it. I also prosecuted Jose Bigoa, and along with his gang, they were committing armed robberies here in the casinos, and they were also the culprits of the armored car shooting that ended up killing both of the armored car guards down at Ross, dressed for less. I, along with my current district attorney, David Rogers, successfully prosecuted, and they're now all in prison. And by the way, that also ended up being in a book. I've been on Dateline NBC. Currently, I am a Chief Deputy District Attorney. I'm a supervisor. I supervise and administer, an administrator over the several younger attorneys in my office, investigators, and support staff. And I look forward to your vote and your support in this race.
I'm Richard Scow. I'm also running for Justice Court Department 13. I was born in Utah, but moved here with my family when I was 4 months old, so I'm nearly native. Grew up here and was raised a family of 9 children. I'm the third of 9. I went to school here, high school at Green Valley High School. After high school, I went to Brigham Young University for my undergraduate and law degree. Graduated summa magna cum laude with the Brigham Young Law School. After law school, I was hired as a judicial law clerk. I did that for a year with Federal Magistrate Judge Robert Johnston. Got to see what goes on behind the scenes in the judicial chambers and to see what goes on in the judge's mind when he makes a decision on the bench. Wrote orders, recommendations for him for court in both civil and criminal cases. After working as a judicial law clerk, I was hired in the district attorney's office. I have been on the Crimes Against Women and Children unit, the Special Victims unit. In that division, I prosecuted the crimes against mainly sexual abuse of children, protecting the children in this community. It was a very important job that I had there, and recently was promoted to the Major Violators Unit. Now I prosecute the career criminals, those where we seek the larger prison sentences, because those are the criminals that are committing most of the crimes. So we seek to get those people off the streets so our communities, businesses, and people are safe. I'm qualified to be Justice of the Peace because I have handled the criminal calendars in Justice Court, every Justice Court in the county, Laughlin, Mesquite, Boulder City, you name the Justice Court, I've been there. I've handled full criminal calendars, hundreds, if not thousands of cases. I've done murder trials, sex assault trials, robbery, arson. My court experience makes it so that I'm the choice for Justice of the Peace, Department 13. Thank you.
My name is Jim Gubler. I'm running for Las Vegas Justice Court, Justice of the Peace, Department 13. I was born and raised in Las Vegas. My undergraduate was at BYU. I got my Juris Doctorate at the University of Utah. For 26 years, I was a Chief Deputy Public Defender. In that capacity, along with supervising attorneys, I handled over 30 felony trials, including capital murder cases. Most recently, since 2002, I've sat as a pro tem Justice of the Peace, and during that period of time, there have been some months that I've sat every judicial day. And because of that, I've decided I might as well run for the spot because it seems like I'm doing the work. I think one of the pluses with considering me is if you talk to people who have appeared in my courtroom, I believe that I present a demeanor that is objective and fair, that I start on time, I treat people reasonably, and can make a decision. Most recently, I received the endorsement of, and can I speak of endorsements? I received the endorsement of Metro's Police Managers and Supervisors Association, and I think that speaks well of what Metro thinks of the job I'm doing. Also, I enjoy the job, and I would appreciate your consideration for this endorsement. Thank you.